A dark Sabbath. This message is inspired by the book of John, chapter 19, verses 30 through 42. This is for Holy Saturday, April 20th, 2019. As Jesus' body lay in a tomb, so did the disciples' hopes and dreams. They had left everything to follow the one they believed was the Messiah, and now he was dead. Fear, doubt, and grief must have cycled through their minds. What were they to do? Where were they to go? How could they go on without Jesus? No doubt their hearts grew sick with confusion as they contemplated these things. The disciples' doubts shouldn't surprise us, though, because if we're going to be honest, we also see doubt in ourselves. The men of little faith, as Jesus often referred to them as, failed to believe or remember what the Lord had said of himself, and that is that he would lay down his life and take it up again. In the darkness of their grief, all of his promises were forgotten. You know, at times in our lives, it may seem that God has let us down, but ultimately we know he will never forsake us. God's word reminds us of that in the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 5. But like the disciples, we will experience dark circumstances, which can dim our faith and dash our hopes. But that's when we need to remember God's promises and meditate on his faithfulness. We have great history of God's faithfulness in our lives. Often, however, when we're facing uncertainty, all we want is an easy answer to our problem or relief from our pain. Therefore, we frequently try to fix it ourselves instead of trusting God and waiting for him to act. The disciples had to go through a dark Saturday, but when Sunday finally came, their sorrow was turned to joy. And in that same way, if we are willing to wait and trust God through the darkest of night, we too can rest in knowing that morning will surely come. Stay faithful, stay hopeful. Grace and peace to you today.